These cosmetic designs did an incredible job of hiding famous faces. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unrecognizable movie makeup transformations. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at amazing makeup transformations that made recognizing the actors underneath nearly impossible. Number 10. Eric Stoltz as Roy L. Rocky Dennis. Mask.
Cranium circumference, 67 centimeters.
Audiences may instantly recognize Eric Stoltz from his comedic role in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Uno dinero.
But he isn't as easy to identify in the drama Mask. In the film, Stoltz plays Rocky, a young man afflicted with a rare bone disorder that causes his skull to form differently than the average person.
Well, now that's good news, Rocky. Since your last checkup in April, your jaw measurement only increased 1/8 of an inch.
To achieve this look, the actor put on 3 pieces of foam latex, dentures, and some makeup. The resulting character looked absolutely nothing like Stoltz, while maintaining all the actor's charm.
Wow, thanks a lot.
Although Stoltz didn't win an Academy Award for his performance, his transformation earned Mask an Oscar for Best Makeup.
Hey, what's the matter? Haven't you guys ever seen anybody from the planet Vulcan before? Beep, beep, beep.
Number 9. Hugo Weaving as Johann Schmidt, also known as Red Skull, Captain America: The First Avenger.
And the Führer digs for trinkets in the desert.
In the 2011 Captain America film, Hugo Weaving took on the role of Hydra Commander Johann Schmidt. Schmidt's experiments with a super soldier formula gave him enhanced strength, but left his face as literally nothing more than a red skull.
Did it make him stronger?
Yeah. But there were other effects.
When Schmidt revealed his damaged face on screen, it seemed like we were looking at a different actor entirely. In reality, Weaving had undergone an incredible transformation. Although features like his missing nose relied on CGI, most of his face was altered with practical effects.
You don't give up, do you?
The blend of special effects and prosthetics looks seamless and completely unlike Hugo Weaving. Hail the makeup department for their fabulous work. Number 8. Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, a Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
Please, God.
This is God.
Freddy Krueger is arguably the most iconic horror villain of all time. But the man behind the clawed glove is a lot less noticeable.
I'm gonna split you in two.
Actor Robert Englund played Freddy, a vicious murderer who gained the power to invade people's dreams after being burned alive. To create the look of a burn victim, Englund wore a combination of makeup and prosthetics.
This is it, Jennifer. Your big break in TV.
His intensive makeup process haunted us on 8 separate occasions before he retired from the role. But despite Englund's legendary run, we bet people could walk by him on the street without realizing that he was the face behind so many nightmares. Number 7. Jim Carrey is the Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Hello, little girl.
The makeup process for this family film turned Jim Carrey into a Grinch in more ways than one. Carrey had to put in large yellow contacts, wear a suit made of yak hairs, and endure long makeup sessions to become the creature that stole Christmas.
Kids today, so desensitized by movies and television.
The process was so rigorous that the actor threatened to quit after his first transformation. But when the producer brought in a CIA specialist to help Carrey endure the process, the film was back on track.
Nice kid. Bad judge of character.
And honestly, it's hard to argue with the results. Not only did Carrey become utterly unrecognizable, the makeup design also earned an Academy Award. Number 6. John Matuszak as Sloth, The Goonies. Sloth stole our hearts in The Goonies. His friendliness and energy made the gentle giant seem like he was being played by a kid. But it was actually former NFL Raider John Matuszak that nailed the role. Matuszak took anywhere from 3 to 5 hours to transform into Sloth. The process completely concealed his face and added a mechanical eye that could be operated remotely. When it all came together, the only trace of the football player underneath was the Raiders shirt that Sloth wore. Matuszak's makeover brought us an iconic 80s character that taught us not to judge by appearances on or off camera. Number 5. Helena Bonham Carter as Ari, Planet of the Apes.
It's disgusting the way we treat humans. It means us as much as them.
Helena Bonham Carter has assumed a wide range of characters and looks throughout her career, but she made her most drastic transformation for Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
When I was little, I used to sneak outside the city walls where no one could find me. I can show you the way.
In the film, an astronaut arrives on a planet populated by intelligent simians like Bonham Carter's Ari. Makeup designer Rick Baker transformed the stunning actress into the walking and talking chimpanzee with facial prosthetics.
I knew it. You're sensitive. It's an uncommon quality in a male.
The face was real enough to convey emotions, and made her kiss with Mark Wahlberg feel disturbing. Okay, Bonham Carter's makeup didn't save the movie from being a critical disappointment, but it did serve as a shining example of what's possible for special effects.
Forgive me.
Number 4. Jeff Goldblum as Seth Brundle, The Fly.
A fly got into the transmitter pod with me that first time when I was alone.
This Academy Award-winning transformation is also the most disgusting on our list. In The Fly, the suave Jeff Goldblum plays a scientist who invents a teleportation device. When he accidentally teleports with a fly, his DNA is combined with the insect's.
I'm the offspring of Brundle and housefly.
As the fly DNA starts to take over, Goldblum's makeup becomes more complex with the help of latex and prosthetics. Seeing the different stages of the transformation made it look more realistic, especially when the human parts start falling off.
My ear. No. I'm scared.
By the end of the film, it's easy to forget that the horrifying creature on screen once looked like the handsome Jeff Goldblum. Number 3. Heath Ledger as the Joker, The Dark Knight.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
When it was first announced that Heath Ledger was going to play the Joker, fans were less than convinced that he could pull it off. But all doubts were erased as soon as they saw his face.
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Ledger worked closely with his makeup artist to ensure the clown's visage looked twisted and wild. In addition, he received silicone scars that the Joker would love to tell you about.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Ledger's performance was so convincing that his co-star Michael Caine forgot his lines when he first saw him as the Joker on set.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Ledger's appearance defied all expectations and gave us a version of the villain we'll never forget. Number 2. Ron Perlman as Hellboy, the Hellboy franchise.
Sit tight, pal. I'm on them.
Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy films excelled at practical makeup design. Doug Jones' transformation into the amphibious Abe Sapien was impressive, but this entry is all about the titular character.
Didn't I kill you already?
Hellboy is a towering red demon complete with horns, an oversized fist, and tail. Actor Ron Perlman's likeness nearly vanishes underneath the foam, skullcap, hair, and prosthetics that form Hellboy's most prominent features.
Man down, I need an ambulance right away. Do you read me?
The transformation into the demon was lengthy, but Perlman embraced it for 2 movies, and to fulfill a Make-A-Wish request. His dedication to the process was admirable, and ensured that Hellboy looked and felt like a real hero.
Let me put this to you as delicately as I can.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Millions of souls from every Federation world holding hands. It's a perfect target.
You know, people like you are the reason I was afraid to go to school as a child.
Number 1. Doug Jones as the Pale Man, Pan's Labyrinth. We could have made an entire list about Doug Jones and his amazing transformations, but today we're highlighting his role as the Pale Man. In Pan's Labyrinth, the Pale Man is an unsettling being with a disturbing appetite for children. Since the creature's eyes were separate from its body, Joan's face had to be completely concealed. The actor sat in the makeup chair for up to 6 hours to assume the pale man's featureless face and saggy skin. Those practical effects were supplemented with CGI for his legs and unforgettable eyes. All the effects culminated in a transformation that still leaves us awestruck and a little terrified.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.